hair. I haven't fixed it today, okay? I need some advice from you guys, some of you guys. This is my car, and I've been having to put $3 in the jug so my clutch will work right. Gosh, I need to put do not disturb on here, guys. Anyways, oh shit. Let me go back and put do not disturb because I'm getting too many messages and it's driving me nuts. Hold on. Okay, I'm having to put the oil in this jug right here. My brother fixed the master cylinder on the car, but it's leaking the oil somewhere. I don't know where the hell the oil's going. If you guys know where the oil's going, let me know. I don't know. I thought maybe I needed to change the slave cylinder on the car. I'm learning a little bit about the clutch and all that, but the clutch is fine. As soon as I put the $3 oil in the car, it runs perfect. It runs good, but it's running out and it's running out fast. I have to replace the oil um, pretty quickly. I have to make sure the oil is filled before I leave. If I go to the store, before I leave my house. If you guys can give me some suggestions on what to do, what to look for, because the oil is not leaking out from underneath the car. I thought if it was a slave cylinder, the oil would be leaking out underneath the car. It is not doing that, okay? I don't know where the $3 oil is going. I'm thinking it's leaking from that jug that I put the oil in. I don't know if I can buy that whole thing or just the cap. But I'm thinking it's leaking there because it seems to be pretty oily. There's a lot of oil on that jug, and I'm assuming that it's leaking from that and not the slave cylinder. I don't know if that's what it is or not, but anyways, this is Googly. Gonna have to fill this jug up again if it's empty again. So anyways, um, that's what I'm doing today. So y'all don't laugh at me. Yes, I'm a woman, but you know what? DJ talked to me a long time ago about I need to learn how to fix my own car. I don't have the money for a mechanic right now. Anyways, my brother fixed like I said, the master cylinder, and we can't figure out what the deal is. If there's some hoses loose, but you think the oil would be leaking in the parking lot. It's not doing that, y'all. But anyways, I thought I would just come on for a little bit and say hi and let you guys know I need some advice, okay, from you guys out there that know how to work on vehicles. DJ, if you happen to be on, I might need your advice, but I'm having to fill that jug up constantly. It's like I don't know how many miles I can go without having to fill the jug, but it's not lasting as long as it should. Look, it's freaking empty. I just filled that up yesterday. I filled that jug up yesterday at the store. Yes, there is a clip on there. My brother rigged it to get it to work so that the oil wouldn't come out, when I'm driving down the road. I need advice, y'all. David Adams, I see you. How are you today? Hamburger, egg, hello, how are you? It's Googly. I'm working on my car today, kinda. I gotta fill this reserve jug up with this $3 oil. It's for my clutch. Like I said, I need help, guys. My brother changed the master cylinder because we thought that's why the oil was leaking. It's not leaking on the ground because thought it might be the slave cylinder that I was gonna have to change next, but it's not leaking underneath the car. So I'm thinking it's this jug because it seems to have a lot of oil around it. I don't know if it's just the cap that's messed up. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if it's just the cap that's messed up. My brother said there was some cracks in it, and that might be the issue. That cap by itself is $50 just for the cap. Can I replace the whole thing if I think that's leaking? Can I replace that whole thing that I put the oil in, that jug? or just the cap, because this is giving me a problem. I don't know. It seems to be, see how oily that is, like on top and stuff. Now, my brother rigged it, okay, with this. Well, he put this original cap on, but he rigged it with this black cap and with this right here to keep the oil from coming out, but it's still doing it anyways. So do you guys know what the problem is? Because the master cylinder's been changed. My clutch is fine. Just saying, my clutch is okay. Uh, Anyways, my clutch is fine. As soon as I put the oil in it, it drives perfect. But the oil does not stay in there. And like I said, I don't know where it's leaking. I don't know if it's coming out from underneath the car because there is no oil on the ground. So if you guys, if DJ's online, DJ Darren, if you guys know who he is, can you please tell him I'm having some issues? I know how to put the oil in it, but like I said, I can put this oil in there and it'll last a day. I'm trying to get myself back to work. So I need this fixed. I'm in a little bit of dilemma. I've got to go back to work here in a couple of weeks. I just got my own place again. And for you guys that don't know me, I'm Googly. Hi. Excuse my appearance today. It's chilly out here in Texas too. I just want to get this done so I don't have to have help. So I can do this my freaking self. But DJ's taught me a lot. I've watched him on his streams doing his mechanical stuff, and he talked to me and said, Googs, you need to start learning how to work on your own vehicle, blah, blah, blah. And I've been learning some stuff. I don't know a whole lot, especially with the clutch. I've got a 5-speed Mitsubishi Eclipse, and it is leaking the oil from this jug. The master cylinder was like 50 bucks. I think the slave cylinder might be like 50 bucks. And I don't know if I have to like go to a mechanic and have them raise my car up to change the slave cylinder, because if don't have to do that and just kind of climb up underneath the car or inside the motor to do the slave cylinder, my brother can do that. But I really need some help. So DJ, if you're watching, buddy, I need your help, man. I don't know what to do. I think it's leaking though from this jug because like I said, there's nothing under the ground. Now I'm gonna go get this oil. I'm trying to turn the phone around. It's not working for me this morning, but I'm gonna get this oil and fill that jug up. And as soon as I fill it and I start pumping my clutch, I can go to the store and come back and it's already empty. So anyways, I need help, guys. I see all of your messages. I think if somebody's coming in and I'm not seeing it, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. Googly's still trying to figure out the messages, okay? So let me know if you're here. I love all of y'all. I appreciate your help. Anyways, if you guys are a mechanic and you know how you can tell me to fix this, if I could just buy some cheap parts to do it, that's great. But I don't know how much it's going to cost for that whole thing, and I don't know if I can replace that or just the lid. So anyways, guys, I'm going to put you down for a second. I'm going to get this oil and I'm going to put it in the jug real quick, okay? Give me just a minute. Welcome into my channel, and please give me some love, share, like, and comment on my stream. Please get my name out there. I'm Googly Eyes. I'm going to start doing Eyes on Crime and stuff like that. So I've got some new stuff in store for you guys on my YouTube. I'm changing things up a little bit. So anyways, if you guys know how to get a hold of DJ right now, let him know I'm having some issues. Ask him if he can help. But anyways, or at least give me some advice, okay? But I'm gonna fill this up real quick, and then I'm gonna go push the clutch in and make sure that, you know what, and it's been, oh, I forgot what you call it. Oh my gosh, give me a minute. I need to go and make sure that the clutch is gonna tighten up. But it's been aired out, whatever you call it. It's had all the air taken out of it, so that's not the problem. As soon as I get this oil in here, it's fine, like I said. So there's not air in the lines, but I don't know what to do. See, it's full now. That's completely full. But as soon as I go somewhere, like maybe I can go like I'm gonna say about 10 miles maybe at the most. That jug is empty. Before I get back home, it's empty. I have to fill it up with the 3-dot oil again. So I got that filled. Fixing to get in my car, pump my clutch real quick, and make sure there's no air in the lines. But there was no air in the lines yesterday. Yes, it was super low. It ran out real quick, but there was no air in the lines yesterday. So I'm going to put the lid back on so I can pump my clutch and see if I can get that to go down a little bit, see how fast it's losing the oil. And you know what? I got stuck at the store yesterday. I got stuck at the store yesterday. Excuse me, I'm trying to see your messages. And this sweet man stopped. This sweet man stopped because I had a flathead screwdriver to take this part off. Oh, well, I'm going to lose it, but I had a flathead screwdriver that my friend Aaron gave me, and I couldn't find it yesterday. I was trying to hurry up and get back home, and I couldn't find the screwdriver. Well, anyways, I wound up finding it today down in the bottom of my purse. I thought that's where it was at, but this sweet man asked me yesterday when I was at HEB, "Do you need help, ma'am?" I was like, "I sure do," and I told him my situation. I told him what was going on with my car, and so he said, "Do you have a flathead screwdriver?" I said, "Yes, but I think I left it at home." Set. It's a hammer, and it's a screwdriver. There's a bunch of screwdrivers at the end of that, on the inside of that hammer. That's really cool. Hammer screwdriver set. Ain't it cute? It's gold. I like that. Anyways, so that man went and bought me that, and then later on today, I found the freaking screwdriver in my purse, y'all. How embarrassing. Anyways, duh. But I was looking so hard in my purse. You know, women, we have all kinds of stuff in our purse. I thought I lost it. I was like, I lost that screwdriver. Just great. How am I going to get this part off? But I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to put you down again. I'm going to put the lid back on so that oil don't come spewing out when I turn my car on and push my clutch. I've got to figure out what's going on with that, but my clutch is fine. Like I said, it's just this oil. I'm having a problem with it. Let me know, guys, when you come in. Share, like, comment, please. Share me out. I'm going to have other streams. Yes, Googly is learning more about cars, and I want to be able to work on my vehicles myself. I don't want to have to depend on a man to help me fix my car, okay? Googly is a very strong, independent woman, and I really don't need a man for that, but sometimes, every now and then, I might need a little help with the things that I don't know. Believe me, if I can learn it, I'm going to do it. Excuse my hair. I haven't put any makeup on today. I look wild and crazy. And I'm trying to keep up with these comments, but I'm not seeing any more come in. But welcome into my live stream. I love you guys. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching. If you're a man that's a mechanic and you know about this problem I'm having, please help Googly. I need help. Anyways, let me put this lid back on, guys, if I can have any luck with that. Because look, I got it super freaking full now. I got it too full probably. That is gonna come out a little bit, but I'm having issues, guys, and I think it is leaking from this jug, though. I don't think the slave cylinder's out. I don't think it's out because we changed the master cylinder. My brother changed the master cylinder, and the oil is not leaking on the bottom of the car because I was told if it's not the master cylinder, it's the slave cylinder. Maybe. I don't know if there could be some hoses loose, but there's never anything underneath the car on the ground. So I don't know, guys, but I'm trying my best to learn how to do this. So when I go back to work, I'm going to have to buy a big jug of 3-dot oil and keep it in my car, which sucks. But I really think there's a problem going on with this jug because I think it's leaking out the cap, actually. I think that's what's going on, but that cap's like $50. I don't know if I can replace this jug that I put the reservoir, whatever you call it, that you put the oil in. I don't know if I can replace that, so you guys need to help me, okay? Because I don't know. If I can replace all of that, maybe that's just my problem. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But I've had other people tell me there might be some hoses loose. But if it was that, it seems like it would leak on the ground. And it's not. Nothing's underneath my car when I check it. And like I said, my brother rigged it to try to keep this lid on better. So he's got this, like a plumber's cap or whatever that is. And to, snap that cap on better. But anyways, let me go to my car, start my car, try to get the clutch to tighten up. Hold on just a minute, guys. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to show you my vehicle. This is a 5-speed Mitsubishi Eclipse. It's a 95. It's a classic car. I would love to keep this car and work on it and redo it one day so I can give it to my son. But I love this car, I enjoy it. I like standard cars and I'd like to keep it, but I've got to get that problem fixed. I don't want my clutch to go out. So hold on, guys, let me get in here and start my vehicle real quick. I've got to pump that clutch because I got things to do. Googly has things to do, man. I don't have time for all this mess, but give me just a minute. Ooh, I'm about to take a cigarette break. I don't have a radio. The inside needs some work. But I really flipping love this car. And there's my little Jesus. I think he got me. You know, I think he helped me yesterday because usually at the store nobody helps anymore. But I was like, you know what? I have about 5 of these little Jesuses that people gave me and said, maybe you need a little Jesus in your life or whatever. Or here's a little Jesus. I've got like 5 of these. I put some in my house. Now I put this on my mirror in my car. Maybe Jesus helped me yesterday because a man did stop. He did help me, asked me if I did help. That's unusual these days and times, but this man was like an older man, probably like in his 60s or something. He said, man, us old folks, we're like that. We do help. So there is some good people still in the world. So, and I was joking with them. I said, maybe my little Jesus on my mirror helped me today. Googly's crazy, but anyways, I got to start my car, guys. But isn't that little Jesus cute? I got 5 of those. Just random, like I went to a church camp with my friend and I already had one of these little guys, little Jesuses. And the pastor of church says, here, have a little Jesus in your life. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. So I'm going to start collecting these little Jesuses because they're just freaking cute. Y'all love it. Anyways, help Googly out, please. I know DJ Darren's probably not happy with me right now. Me and DJ need to talk. But I know he knows what he's doing with cars, so I need some help, y'all. But, oh, punch my clutch. Here I go. Here, I'm going to start my car. I love this car, man. I love it. Ooh. This sucker's fast, too. Once it gets going and running, it's super fast. But I'm also going to have to get the motor mounts fixed. The motor mounts are not great. They need to be fixed. I think a ball joint or something like that. It's something that can go through the hood. If you're driving down the freeway and it breaks, you're screwed. So the only place I'm wanting to drive in my car right now safely is to work and back home to the grocery store, back home to the pharmacy, back home. What sucks, I can't go see my brother. I'm out of town. I can't visit my kids because I can't go a long distance with that oil leaking. I need to figure out what that is, y'all. So, and yes, Googly cut her hair. It looks crazy right now. Don't pay attention to it. It looks better when I fix it. And I don't have any makeup on today. I don't usually come on like this, but I seriously need your guys' help. I really do. Line must be leaking someplace. Okay. Would it be leaking on the ground though? Jack me off. Look at my hair. It's nuts. Ugh, ignore it, please. Didn't have time to fix my hair today. Line must be leaking someplace. Okay. what year is it and what kind of car. Jack Me Off, it's a 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse. I think it's a ERS is what it is. 5-speed. I gotta check and see what motor it is, but I'll have to go check on the inside where the motor's at and see. But I need help because I've got to have this car to get back and forth to work. This is screwing me over as far as working, y'all, because Googly can't walk a long distance. I have problems with my hips and stuff, and I've got joint pain, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Long story, but I'm taking medication for that, and I can't, like, walk a long distance. I'd like to get a job in Fort Worth. There's a nursing home over there that they pay pretty good, 12-hour shifts. You know, you guys, well, for you guys that don't know, I'm a certified nurse aide. I've been doing that over 14 years. Jack Me Off, I just saw your messages, and I'm not ignoring you. So you need to know the engine size. Anyways, again, guys, it's a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I said 95. I'm wrong. It's a 96. I keep saying 95. That's when my son was born. It's a 96 Mitsubishi Eclipse ERS, 5-speed. And I'll have to go see what size engine it is. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. I'm just a girl. What the? Oh, I know. Oh, the engine is a 2-point. It's a 16 valve. That's the size of the engine. See, my motor mounts the motor mounts are loose too, but I can't afford to fix that right now. But I do think it's leaking out of this jug, y'all. See, look. But that lid's not, I don't know if that lid has, my brother said he thought he saw cracks in it, but, see, I shouldn't have to put anything on there to keep that tight enough. It's on there good. You know, those lids have like a rubber sealant around it, but I don't know if that rubber sealant's broke and it's leaking out of the reserve jug. See? I'm thinking it's from that. Because, like I said, Jack Me Off, there's nothing on the ground. Wouldn't it be leaking on the ground if there's a line loose, babe? I don't know. I need your help. So, that's a lot of oil, okay? And I just wiped that off. But Googly's pumping her clutch. Pumping my clutch right now. I'm trying to pump my clutch so it can tighten up, but that's a lot of oil, dude, on my fingers, and I just wiped that jug off. So aggravating. Googly I'm getting upset about that. I keep saying Googly. I'm getting upset about that, okay? Because I don't know what to do. But I had oil all over my fingers, so it's got to be leaking from the cap, right? Maybe. And if it's the oil lines, if it's a line, where does it go, dude? I'm a woman, but I want to know. I don't know a lot about cars, but yeah, I thought the slave cylinder too, man. But don't do that. My internet's trying to mess up. Cylinder. Hold on. Jack Me Off, say that. I messed up the messages. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. Dude, I totally forgot how to do this, and if I don't see your messages, I'm going to be upset. Anyways, yeah, I thought it might be the too, but again, Jack Me Off, wouldn't it be leaking underneath my car? Wouldn't the oil be leaking underneath the car? And if it's like a hose or something, if it's hoses, wouldn't it be leaking underneath my car? I'm not trying to act like I know it all. I'm just asking. I just thought about it myself because it's not, I can back this car up and show you guys, it's not leaking on the ground. The master cylinder was changed, and yeah, I thought about getting the slave cylinder just in case. That's another $50. So I don't have that right now. I'm having to donate plasma right now until I go back to work, and I don't like doing that all the time. But I'm gonna hold the clutch in, make sure there's no air in the lines. Uh, shit. I don't know what to do. I can't afford to buy a bunch of parts at one time. And I thought I'm gonna go the cheapest route and buy maybe, I thought the lid and the jug. And then if it's not that, I was gonna get the slave cylinder. But if I get the slave cylinder, somebody's got to put it on for me, and that's probably my little brother. But if he's got to jack the car up, he don't have a way to do that. So I don't know if you can reach the slave cylinder from the top part of the engine, or if he's got to raise the car. So that's another question I have, because I can donate some plasma and get some money for the part, but I'll have to get somebody to put it on. So anyways, guys, that's my problem today. And my clutch is tightening up. That's the thing, it's tightening up. I can drive it to the store back home. It might last, I'm just gonna give you an example. It might last 2 or 3 days. It might last 4 days, and then it's gone. The oil is gone out of the car. But I filled my car up at my brother's house because I had to go get it from there to bring it back to my apartment. I filled the reserve jug up, and then it started acting up the next day. I guess it leaked out like before I could go to the grocery store. I made it to the grocery store and then back home, but my clutch, my gear shift was messing up and everything because of the oil leaking. So it's driving me nuts, y'all, because I gotta have this fixed. I'm trying to start all over again with everything, so, but I'm gonna take you guys' advice. Jack me off. I'm gonna take your advice, dude. I know. I thought about the slave cylinder too. I was just trying to get out cheap, trying to fix the thing, but I don't know about cars, but I don't know. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, because I feel like it would be leaking on the ground if there was something like a hose loose or the slave cylinder, but I don't know. So let me know where the oil is going if it's not leaking on the ground, because I hope it's not going in my engine somewhere. Uh, like, man, I just don't want it to mess my car up, you know? But I don't know where it's leaking, unless it's leaking when I'm going down the road, going down the freeway, and I don't realize it's coming out going down the freeway, and then it leaks out before I get home, and it's not leaking underneath my car because of that. I don't know. I haven't had the car very long, but it runs good. The clutch is okay. There's nothing wrong with my clutch. I don't want to have to get my clutch fixed because of this, though. But I'm pumping my clutch right now. I'm going to go and recheck that oil to see how low it is after I get through pumping my clutch. But any advice you guys can give me, I respect that, and I will figure it out. I'll have to just buy one part at a time and see what it is. Somebody else had mentioned there might be some hoses loose or something like that. Like what you said, jack me off. Is it hoses? But anyways, hold on a minute. I'm trying to check something, guys. I can't see your messages, man. I'm not ignoring y'all. Oh, this is really ticking me off. I want to see what you're saying, because I've got like 3 people on here right now and I can't see your messages now. That sucks. And I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I just can't see what you're saying. But anyways, I need help. Help me, please. I know you guys know how to work on cars. There's a lot of men on here that probably know what the issue is. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here to show you my problem. See if you guys can help me. I'm still punching this clutch, trying to make sure there's no air in the line so I can drive my car and go where I need to go. I don't like being stuck. That's one thing Googly does not like. I do not like being stuck and not being able to get anywhere, man. I'm independent. I like doing stuff for myself. I don't like asking friends to take me to work or depend on somebody else to take me, because you know what happens when you do that. They get tired of taking you. They don't show up. They're not responsible. No, I know I'm going to get myself to work, okay? I know I'm going to get myself to the store. So I don't like depending on people, but and I want to make sure my car keeps running. I had to get a new battery for it. Thought it was the alternator. That's not what it was. It was the battery. The battery was too big. I guess it was, I don't know what happened, but the battery stopped working. I guess it's draining the alternator somehow. I don't know. But the battery was a little bit too big. I had in it before, so it's just too much, I guess, electric going through or whatever the car, because it was too big. So Googly went and got a smaller battery, and now it's running. I mean, I don't have any issues with it really, but the things I told y'all, and I know the motor mount is very important. I know I need to get that done because that can be a dangerous situation. That's why I'm not driving it on the freeway and picking up any speed and driving on the freeway. I'm trying to be safe, but this is the only vehicle I have. This is all I got, guys. I've got to drive it back and forth to work. Um, I don't have nothing else, you know what I mean? So Googly, I don't have a choice. Um, any fluid on the underside of your car? No, jack me off. There's not. That's what I'm saying. There's not anything on the underneath the car. That's why I don't understand where it's going. So, because like I said, the master cylinder's been changed. That's brand new. There seems to be a lot of oil around that lid and that jug. So I'm wondering about that. But yeah, I've been told about the slave cylinder, like I said, but there's nothing underneath. There's no oil underneath the car. That's what's weird. I can back up and show you guys. There's nothing like underneath the vehicle. So gotta put my glasses on. The line goes into the transmission, could be leaking into the trans. Oh shit. So is that an expensive fix, or is that expensive for someone to check that out for me and see if it's doing that? I hope not, dude. I at least need this car to last me for about a month, maybe, so I can get on my feet and get another car. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work on getting a better car, because I don't need one that I have to work on all the time right now, but that's what I'm working on, because I'll have enough in about a month or so to get me another car. But yeah, I trust you, jack me off. I know, I've heard it. I mean, somebody else has told me the same thing. The line goes into the transmission, could be leaking into the trans. You know what? I'm going to have that checked out too. But I don't know what to do for now so that I can drive around. I just have to keep that oil in the car. That's the only thing I know to do. But I can't afford to keep buying this stuff if it's going to keep leaking out like that, like within a couple of days. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. You know what? I'm going to back up and I'm going to show y'all. DJ Darren is supposed to be mechanic. He may know more. I know me and DJ Darren has had some issues, but he might still help me. I think he might care about me enough and my son still to give me some advice. But there's no oil. Let me back up. I'll show you guys. If there's oil under there, it's from another car, because I'm telling you, I haven't had that problem with it leaking underneath. So if it's a slave cylinder, I mean, if I'm just gonna have to buy the parts a little at a time, dude. I might have to go ahead and just get the slave cylinder and then have someone check the lines to see if it's leaking into the transmission. I hope not, dude. I really hope it's a simple fix. I really do. So just keep me in your thoughts, please, and your prayers. If you believe in praying, keep me in your prayers. Googly is trying to better herself, okay? I don't need this crap. I don't need it right now. Hold on, I'm going to put you down a minute, okay? I'm going to shut my hood. I'm going to back up, all right? I want to look underneath the car and see if I can see anything up underneath there. Hold on. I'm back. I just had to shut my hood. I'm going to back up. I'm going to see if I can back up. If you hear grinding, it's not me, man. I know how to drive standard. It's just that freaking oil. And it's not tightened up enough yet. So I got to pump my clutch some more before I back up. I do know how to drive a standard, so it's not me. I promise it's not me. But anyways, I know Jack Me Off. DJ's an excellent mechanic. And I trust him and I trust his opinion too. So DJ would know what's going on. But I got an app popping up and I got Do Not Disturb on my phone. I don't know why it's doing that. I need to go shut all that stuff off, I guess. Anyways, yeah, DJ's excellent at working on cars and I trust him and his advice too. I also trust you, Jack Me Off. I don't think you're going to try to steer me the wrong way. I just hope that oil is not leaking into my transmission. Oh gosh, I pray in Jesus' name it's not doing that. I'm a single mom. I'm by myself. I'm having to figure this stuff out on my own, dude. So it's hard for me, you know? But I'm learning. So I'm learning about the parts. I'm learning about some of this stuff. That's a good thing, right? A lot of women don't know about cars. And I'm glad that man helped me with that tool yesterday. So now I have 2 screwdrivers to unscrew that metal piece to get that off my lid, my jug. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that piece is called, that metal piece, but my brother tried to rig it for me. He was only trying to help me, but I have a hard time getting that off. But I got a screwdriver now, so. But it's hard to put back on too because he's been putting that metal piece on that plastic, that black plastic lid. That plastic lid is starting to rip and stuff. So I need to figure out what's going on with this anyways. I gotta pump my clutch, y'all, because it's not tight enough to back up. So give me a minute. I might have more air in my lines than what I think, man. I might have to have somebody help me with that and get all the air out of my lines because I ran out completely of the clutch oil yesterday. I got my heater on. I was like, why is it getting so hot in here? My face is red. You see that? Woo, my heater works good. I can tell you that. My heater works real good in this car. Anyways, yeah. Just Googs trying to figure this out. And thank you guys for coming on. Please remember to like, comment, and share on my live. Yeah. Googs is trying to be a mechanic today. You know I did, and I know this sounds funny, but this is a true story. When I was pregnant with my first son, Tyler, my alternator went out on my car, right? I didn't know a thing about cars back then. I just read the box and read the instruction stuff, how to do it. But I was like, here I am, 9 months pregnant. My alternator went out on my Grand Am. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't have the money to pay a mechanic and stuff. So, you know what? I decided I'm going to take that off and put that back on. I've got places to go. I've got kids. I got stuff to do. So I took that alternator off. I put a new one on, tightened the belts and all that, and did everything. And I asked my grandpa, he was at my mom's house. I said, Grandpa, can you come out and see if I fixed the alternator the right way? And he comes out and he looks and he's like, I be damned. You got that alternator on there right. And he said, how did you do that here? But anyways, if my line don't go anywhere, if I back up and stuff, it's because right now I have internet at the house, and then when my phone's off, if I back up or whatever, it might try to disconnect. But anyways, back to my story. I fixed that alternator on that car at 9 months pregnant. And my grandpa was shocked. He said, Girl, I don't know how you got that on there and how you did that, but it's right. And he checked everything and he said, yep, you got it on there. I don't know how, but you did it. And I was like, I don't know how either. But that was funny. That was a funny time. My grandpa's gone now, but I'm going to remember that forever. That was funny. The look on my grandpa's face, like, yeah, I bet this girl screwed up, but the look on the shock on his face, like, girl, you did it right. You got it on there right. That was so hilarious. That was. But DJ is here. Tell him what is going on with your car. DJ, my car. Okay, I've got I'm having a clutch problem. My clutch is okay. There's no problem with my clutch. I'm leaking well, I was told it's not clutch oil. It's really brake oil, but I'm leaking that 3-dot oil. And my brother changed the master cylinder, DJ. He changed the master cylinder, but it's still leaking. I can put the oil in it, and it might last a day, 2 days, 3 days, and it's leaking out. It's not leaking anything on the ground underneath the car, Deej, but it's leaking out somewhere. I don't know where the hell it's going, okay? But Jack Me Off said that it could be a line that's maybe it's leaking in my transmission. I hope not, but there's nothing leaking underneath. But I'm kind of feeling like it's the reserve jug. I'm kind of thinking it might be the lid. My brother told me it looked like there's cracks in the lid. He rigged it and so that the leak wouldn't, so the oil wouldn't leak out the lid. But I don't know if it's that or not, but I know I fill that jug up and then there's oil all over my fingers like it's leaking out of that reserve jug, but I don't know for sure. I just want to do the cheapest thing right now. I don't know if I can, the clutch master cylinder. Yeah, we changed the master cylinder already. We changed that. I didn't know if it might be the slave cylinder, but I'm like, where the hell, why isn't there oil leaking underneath the car? So, Deej, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If you go back and watch my video, DJ, you can see what I'm talking about. But I filled my jug up and I'm pumping my clutch right now and it's trying to tighten up. And it'll last, like I said, a day or two and then it'll leak out. But there's never anything underneath my car. That's what I was about to do. Back out and show everybody. There's nothing ever on the ground. So it's weird because I can even let it sit here and be parked here for a couple of days at my apartment. And then come back out and have to fill the jug up. And I didn't even freaking go nowhere, dude. So it's gotten worse, but I got to drive this car back and forth to a job, man. And I trust all of your opinions. I trust you, Deej. I know you know how to work on cars, so she has to keep putting fluid in her clutch reservoir. I don't see DJ's messages, and I don't know why. Yes, my hair's crazy today. I don't even care. Yeah. I keep having to put the 3-dot oil in my jug reservoir, and a while ago I showed the guys that I had oil all over my fingers after drying that jug off. So I don't know if it's leaking from the cap, but that's like a $50 part, DJ, just for the stupid cap with the rubber ring. I don't know if there's something wrong with that lid. I'll show you. But I'm going to back this car up and show y'all it's not leaking underneath my car. But give me a minute, because if this phone dies, it's my internet. So hold on a minute. I'm going to try to back my car up. This clutch is still not feeling tight enough though. And I might have air in the lines from yesterday, because I ran completely out of the clutch oil at the grocery store. So I don't know if I might have to drain my lines from all that air. But let me see if I can even back it up, because if it starts grinding, I'm not going to freaking mess with it. I'm not going to. I don't want to mess my clutch up and my stick shift. So, see, that's what it's doing too. Oh, fudge. I'm going to move over to the other parking space just to show you guys that it's not leaking oil. Hold on, I got it to go. Put it in first gear and second gear. It's a pain in the ass when this oil runs out though. Okay. I'm gonna back up again. See? That's a problem. You hear that? And it's because of that oil. Shit. Fuck. Hold on, guys. I'm not trying to cuss so much. That's pissing me off. Oh my gosh, I'm about to, excuse my language. This is making me mad because I need to get to work. I'm trying to do better. You know what I mean? Google, I can't do better if I can't get nowhere. This isn't helping my son and I out. But hold on. I'm going to back up again and repark, because I'm in there crazy. Hold on. But I filled that jug up, and usually when I pump my clutch, it helps. It works. But I don't know if I'm scared to go too far, guys. Just to the store and back home. And to work, if I can get it to make it that far for at least a couple weeks. I need advice about what to do. And I'm not doing that. It's the freaking oil I try to put it in gear, and then it starts grinding, and it's leaking that oil. Just don't know where it's going. I apologize for cussing so much. Googly's got a mouth on her sometimes. Hold on. I'm going to go out there to the other parking spot and look, because I know it's not leaking. It wasn't leaking at my brother's, like up underneath the car, because we put oil in it and it didn't do anything. Excuse my hair. Oh my gosh, I look retarded today. Excuse my hair, guys. I just wanted to come out here. I haven't done anything with myself today. Clutches have reservoirs. She keeps putting, yeah, I mean, it's got it. I was told that's brake oil. I was told there's not really a clutch oil, but I was told if I'm going to get one, to get the expensive oil. But I don't have the money for the expensive one. I think it's like $20. I don't know how much that one is, but I only have the money for the $3 oil. That's what I'm putting in there. Not a master mechanic. Well, I'm just here. I don't know why I don't see him right now. Is he on here or... Hold on. I don't see DJ, but I know DJ knows what he's talking about. So, and I know y'all do too. You're men. Y'all should know. I mean, I'm sure you've had to work on your cars before. So, I will take all the advice I can get, especially from a man that has worked on their cars and they know, might know what's going on, but I'm going to go look in that parking spot real quick. There's another car parked over there too the other day, so hold on. Yes, my phone's acting up. Just hold on a minute. It's just doing that because I'm walking around and getting away from my apartment. That's just water. There is no oil. I mean, well, hold up. That's old. Wait. This is where I was parked before, but that's not for me. That's old stuff. That's old. There is a little spot that I'm wondering about if it's my car though. Cause look, that's old. That big spot is not for me. But this, I'm wondering if that's from my. I'm wondering if that's for me because that looks fresh from my car. That might be. It doesn't have a smell to it, so I'm wondering if that spot right there is from my clutch, but that's not where my clutch is. That's not where the reserve jug is. My reserve jug is over to the right on the top of on the right side of my engine. It's not right there, so I don't think that's my car. I don't think that is the 3-dot oil for my car. And that's a big oil spot. That's not for mine. That was there. But look, I'm going through this crap. I need more oil. I've only got probably like 1.5 jugs of that left. This is what I'm putting in my car because that's all I can afford, man. I can't afford the expensive stuff. So, did you say yes it is, Jack Me On? Did you think that little spot, because you think that little spot is my car? Look, that's fresh. But that jug ain't right there unless it's leaking from the lines like you said. And there's a line that's leaking. I don't know. You think that's for mine, huh? Well, shit. I might have to wind up getting that slave cylinder. It's not that much. I mean, it is. I don't have the money right now, but it's not. $50 is $50 is not that bad. I guess, but I'm gonna pop the hood again. I don't know if DJ's still on here, but I was gonna show DJ, but he can go watch my video from earlier. I mean, he can go back and watch it. It is probably all on the underside of your car. Okay, Jack. Okay, I see. Well, I appreciate your advice today. Um, So you think I need to get the slave cylinder and have them check the lines, huh? Do you think that's what I need to do? I just don't know how much it's going to cost for a mechanic to check the lines to see if it's leaking into my trans. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I accidentally got off here somehow. Hit the wrong button, dudes. But I'll tell him myself. DJ, thank you. I love you, Bubba. Please help me in Jesus' name. I don't know what to do. I want to go back to work. I will send you pictures of what's going on with my car. This has been going on for a little bit, but like I said, once I get going and I put the oil in it, it's good, man. This car runs excellent. I mean, the clutch works great as long as I got enough of that oil in there. So I will take pictures, dude. I'll send them to you. But anyways, I want to thank everybody that is on here with me today. Remember to like, comment, share, because I'm going to have some other interesting stuff on my streams. I want to do the crime streams. But right now, Googly is trying to figure out how to do the split screen and stuff like that again. I haven't done it in a while, so I can have my face on the stream and a video. But it's gonna be called Eyes on Crime. Just letting you guys know, I'm gonna have crime streams because I'm really interested in the crime stories like the Chris Watts case, the Murdoch case. Stuff like that. And I just love doing it. I don't know. I'm just interested in that stuff right now. But right now, what's more important is this car. So my car is important so I can get around, so I can do better. So Googly can get a job again. And I'm super stoked that I've got my own place. Anyways, I'm super stoked. I'm out of my mother's house. I'm not over there anymore, but also Googly has changed. What I went through that whole year with my mom and my brother, it's changed me a whole lot. So, anyways, I love you guys, but the stuff I'm gonna have on the stream isn't gonna be like the IP2 stuff. I got away from that. I deleted a bunch of my videos that had a bunch of crazy stuff on it. I just don't want to do that anymore. I'm older. I've changed. I'm doing things differently. But, anyways, till next time, I love you guys and God bless you. Peace. Googly out. I'll send you pictures, Deej. Love you guys. Bye. Have a good day. Thank you, Jack Me Off. I appreciate you coming in and giving me advice. And there was a couple of people that I don't know, but I do want to let you know I acknowledge you were here and thank you for coming in and watching me. DJ, thank you for trying to help me figure this out, man. I will send you pics. I love you, dude. Peace out. Bye. Now I got to remember how to do this. I always forget how to end it. I don't want to remove it. Oh, God. Bye, guys. I love you. And Jesus loves you too. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, and for you guys that need a little Jesus, here you go. Here's a little Jesus for you guys. God bless. Talk